Hey, what's up, guys? Ash here, Nation 1033. We're currently going through a Void War with 1035, and one of my R5s requested that I do a standard TA formation video to help out some of our newer members. Now, it's important to know the purpose behind a TA formation, okay? Um, this is not your full army. Where like with here, you can see that my front row, I'm in the red right before we start and I'm going to attack. I have a full front line, 20,000 tanks and 3,000 infantry and 4,000 shredders and 1,500 armored soldiers. And you can see, I'm here for war, right? This is as intense and dense as it gets. And, this is everything I can possibly throw at the player. Now, here is a good example of what a standard TA formation is, right? And the thing about, that previous attack is, yes, I used SOS, which prevents loss when you're assuming your hospital doesn't get flooded. A TA formation, you're not going to be triggering SOS, so you are going to need to take losses, and the purpose behind it is to lose as much as humanly possible. That way you can keep on fighting and keep on continuing to grow your city as much as possible. So this is what a normal standard TA formation looks like, and they like to call it 1198. And that mostly stands for your front line being one unit, your mid line being one unit, and then your back row being basically 98% of your entire forces that you sent, right? And so as they move forward, obviously one unit is going to die immediately, right? But that's okay because most units have to go forward through your front row first, through your second row first. Obviously, there's exceptions. EMPs and cannons can shoot behind, rockets can shoot behind, right? But this will make up the majority of your combat, and so it's really important to understand why this works. So if you guys see in my back row, I have 9,500 EMPs, 42,000 cannons, 69,000 snipers, right? And obviously this guy is just a farm, but he still has units, and you can still lose units even to a farm if you're not careful. So this is where a great scenario where TA formation is perfect. So all four of my front line are about to engage, right? And they're all going to disappear immediately. But again, if you had put, let's just say, 1,000 shredders in, you'd lose, quite a bit of shredders trying to get through this. Instead, yeah, they're going to die, but as the fight goes on, my, back row is basically demolishing everything that they have up front. Now, the second part to this is roughly when your mid row disappears, is about when your warplane, if you have a blue one, will release the golems. And from here, you can see the golems 10,000 released. You can actually see them starting to tank the hits that are coming forward. You can see the machine gun tower firing off, the enemy warplane, the female Titan, and the male Titan had died, right? But this is just a quick way to not take any real losses while still getting lots of damage in. All right, so let's take a look at what that formation actually looks like. So I have a preset for 2. This is just what I use. You can use whatever you want, really. For zombies, I think some players will actually say don't put zombies in. I think you should put in at least 1. It's not that big a deal, preferably your lowest tier, right? And that goes for this entire thing, is use your lowest tier of your 1s, right? Because that's just going to be less battle power loss, and that is the whole purpose of a standard TA. Now, I have heard that later nations, when you're really farther in, they'll go ahead and do their standard TA formation with their weakest zombies, and you'll get just so much biomass eventually that you can do that. But this is what normally you would use. Now on your front row, again, lowest tier possible. Why would you kill off a T10 armored soldier when you can kill off a T8 armored soldier, right? So use the lowest ones. I've actually been using my T2 rocket launchers that I got at the very beginning of the game. And mind you, if they give you, let's say, 1,000 or 2,000 of them, that's 2,000 battles. That's a lot of battles, guys. Most players will never have 2,000 battles in their career of playing this game. So, use them as low as they can possibly get, because guess what? Their battle power, 1.5. You're not going to be crying over losing this, right? And so one of each of the lowest type, but make sure you have one of each type. You know, even though I have very low rockets, stormtroopers, and gunners, I do only have T10 bikes, and you know, that's just something you'll want to go with. It's a minor detail, but it adds up over time. And then finally, you know, the 1198, you're gonna have one shielder. I really don't think shielders are that great for short battles. For protracted battles, they're actually very good, but that's a different story. So this will be interesting. So a lot of players will tell you, you know, like, let's just do maybe cannons and snipers or something like that. I actually think you should use all three, and here's why. You're going to be fighting with all three at the same time, and cannons and EMPs can both hit back row almost immediately right off the bat. And so, you know, if we go back to that fight from earlier, it's just all three of them hitting at the exact same time is going to make it that much faster so that you don't take any losses. That's really the you know, grand design of standard TA. Anyway, nice quick video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and talk to you later.